it's another first for me today. I've had a few firsts recently, when it pertains to collecting Funko Pops, of course, because this is my first order from an American website that I've seen a few people, obviously in America, but also a few British Funko collectors order from. I think Jess, from Jess and Peyton, I think she may have ordered from this company before. This was delivered by Yodel, and the company in question is Galactic Toys and Collectibles, or just Galactic Toys will do, won't it? Let's not beat around the bush over it. And I have to say, even though there's only really a couple of common Funko Pops in here, I'm so delighted with the price that I've paid, considering this came from America, so you expect postage to be higher. I think altogether this was about $25, including something like $7 US to UK shipping. 2 pops in here, by the way, and that translated into what, just under £20. I think for 2 pops from America, including postage, you can't go wrong at under 20 quid. Although, like I say, they are common pops, I think one of them would be very difficult to get over here in the UK. But we'll talk about that as I get into the box. And when I get into a box, calm down, Scarborough couple. Handle it with care and it will treat you right. In other words, just get rid of those bloody scissors, will you? And Jason, don't think I'm not keeping my eye on you. It's now time for me and my trusty yellow knife to have a bit of a sing-song, because that's what we do on this channel, isn't it? Someday you will find me caught beneath the landslide and a champagne supernova in the sky. Someday you will find me caught beneath the landslide and a champagne supernova in the sky. Alright, and now let us have a Lizzle! Woo! So this hasn't taken long to come at all. I ordered something, or multiple items actually, from another US Funko seller, one that I have used a few times now already. I think the day before this, and that's still waiting to be put on a plane from Newark Airport. Whereas this, although I think DHL handled it up until it getting into this country and then it got passed to Yodel. That may explain why this has been quicker. Packaging wise, looks fantastic. Comes in bubble wrap. Which one should I get out first? I'll get the one that I feel is the more common of the 2 commons out first. Close up my trusty yellow knife. Safety first, kids. So the first pop I'm going to show you today is in a range that I've only really started collecting pretty recently, and something about them, I just find this range really fascinating. I don't know why, I can't explain it particularly, but I'm going to try, because that's what I like to do in an unboxing, talk about why I've bought something. It is number 48 in the American History Pop Icons range. It's President Jimmy Carter. Yeah! He's giving a thumbs up there. Some of you will recall I have got a couple of these American History Pops now. I got George Washington from EMP, and then I got Benjamin Franklin from Monster Pop Toys. Jimmy Carter, I would say, is the first modern era kind of American history figure that I've got. He's still alive. I think he's well into his 90s now. But bless him, there's president who was president from, I think it was something like 1976 to 1980, that kind of, or 77 to 80, something like that, or 81. I'm interested in history and American history, both kind of from hundreds of years back and sort of more modern American history, of which obviously Jimmy Carter will represent. But I do kind of struggle a little bit on dates and specific facts. The other ones in this line, and I would like all these now, are John F. Kennedy, his wife Jackie Kennedy, there's Jimmy Carter, and number 49, even though I don't like him or his politics, and I do remember him as being sort of kind of a controversial figure even when I was a child in the 80s, Ronald Reagan. I mean, I'm the guy who kind of regretted not buying that Donald Trump pop when Glass Shelf Collectibles had it for £15, given that for some reason shortly afterwards it kind of quadrupled in value. I'm going to get Jimmy Carter out and show you. The second pop I've got isn't really related to this at all. Both kind of American specific things though, but I'll get onto that in a moment. Well, I don't know, I just kind of like these real people that you can get now. Here is Jimmy Carter, former peanut farmer, I think he was. In fact, is he holding a bag of peanuts? He might be holding a bag of nuts there. I could be wrong, it's difficult to tell exactly what he's holding. You can see the greying sideburns there, and sort of a darker grey hair. See his crow's feet, or laughter lines, or whatever you would call those sort of wrinkles. He's wearing a navy blue suit. His tie is black with red stripes, you probably can't see that too well. White shirt, black shoes. Simple pop, but one of an important figure in American politics and recent US history, as I guess you could say all the US presidents are, or at least the ones in our own particular lifetimes. I mean, no one apart from Jason Clough, I don't think, has lived long enough to remember George Washington and the founding fathers. Great stuff, Jimmy Carter. Like I say, I would like to get more in that line. There's other American history people as well, like Uncle Sam, who's fictional. There's a couple of Target exclusives. I'm not sure how easy it's going to be for me to get at a good price. I think one of those is Abraham Lincoln, which I would really like. So this is arranged that if I never get the full set, it doesn't matter, but if I can pick some of these up pretty cheap along the way, then I'm going to be very happy to. Right, the next pop I'm going to show you, and this is pretty much starting a new line for me, although it's very similar to a line that I collected just a lot of in one fell swoop recently. And I'm talking about number 4 in the Pop College line. It's Sparty from Michigan State. Yeah, this is an interesting one. I mean, this is one that, as soon as I saw this going cheap at Galactic Toys, I thought, yes, I've got to get this, because it's like a sports mascot. If you recall, a week or so ago, I unboxed 6 really cheap and brilliant hockey mascots from Monster Pop Toys, and I was looking at similar lines, and Funko do MLB mascots, which I really like, but there's quite a lot of them. I don't know how easy it's going to be to get many of those. And they also do college mascots, and I think there's something like, well, according to the back of the box, there's 6 in this line, but I think there's more. I think there's like 9 or 10 there. Michigan State Sparty, kind of like a sports mascot, but I suppose you could consider him a university mascot overall. Like I said in the Monster Pop Toys NHL mascot unboxing, I like these kind of things because A, they're very similar to ad icons, in like they're sort of an invented character to promote something, and B, it's just this sort of idea of Americana, this kind of let's give a mascot, let's give like a fun character to everything, and that's something that we in the UK particularly, we do have, but it just doesn't really catch on like it does in the States. I mean, I've been to university and I'm pretty certain we didn't have a mascot, but I think most, certainly the big American colleges do. I know it's mainly because of sports, and college sports is massive over there. Some of their college football games get televised and the crowds are massive and the viewing figures are massive. So that level of kind of amateur or semi-professional sport is obviously quite big, whereas over here, anything sort of below professional level, just no one really watches. But let me get Sparty out. Feels quite heavy pop, this, compared to Jimmy Carter anyway. Obviously this guy's based on a sort of centurion, a Roman gladiator type person. Yeah, that's a heavy pop, that. I mean, not sort of like heavy, but compared to most others, I think it's because of these accoutrements. I mean, he's got this kind of big helmet on. Pop-Tart is looking for his nearest tea towel now. He's carrying this flag. I really like that, especially like it's got the sort of waving effect there in the plastic. Green helmet, Centurion's gear there. Always looks like a sort of mini dress to me, but that's what the Romans did or wore. It's all in this kind of dark green shade with white trim, green and white boots. Love it. I'm hoping that I'll be able to get more of these college mascots, but I think they're so difficult to find in the UK. Unlike the hockey ones, where I think I really lucked out and I got pretty much a full collection at once, and all for cheap as well. I think with the college mascots, and like I say, I would like to get as many of the MLB, the Major League Baseball mascots, as possible too. I'm just going to have to sort of maybe resign myself to the fact that I won't necessarily ever get a full collection. But that's the fun in Funko collecting. The fun is in the hunt, in the chase, in wheeling and dealing, in negotiating on eBay, say, you know, trying to get the best price possible. So hopefully you'll be seeing some more of these college mascots and other similar American sports mascots on this channel in the near future. And hopefully you'll also be seeing more American history pops, which I think are more easy to get in this country. I know when I went to Nottingham with Albatross Pops a few weeks ago, there was a couple of them that I kind of wish I'd picked up on the day, really. But hopefully I will pick those up sooner rather than later. But thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed this double unboxing. Thank you to Galactic Toys and Collectibles. Brilliant packaging, brilliant service. Phenomenal price, really, for me. You know, if you can buy any pop online and get it for sort of £10 or under, that's fantastic. And the fact that, like, I got these for under £10 and that is including international postage, I'm absolutely delighted about that. And they came well packaged and came in a fairly quick amount of time as well, but a bit under a week, I think. So excellent. Thank you to all of my fantastic subscribers and patrons. My Patreon link and all my Funko recommended affiliate links are all down in the description text box. Please go and check those suckers out. I'm going to go now and put President Jimmy Carter and Sparty from Michigan State into ATV pop protectors and find somewhere appropriate to display them. And I do hope that all of you will join me again next time for my next Funko Pop unboxing. Cheers, everyone. See ya!